Welcome to the Entertainment Insiders official podcast with your hosts, the Big C and the Big O.
Hey guys, welcome to the Entertainment Insiders, your go-to source for reviews and all things entertainment. We're going to continue our pre-E3 coverage right now. Moving into our next segment, what we want from Sony Entertainment. Sony is taking the stage second after Microsoft on Monday, June 12th at 6 p.m. Pacific Time, 9 p.m. Eastern. So far, it seems like everything has been going right for Sony.
Right.
In 17, in 16, they are the console leaders right now. They dropped technically three great IPs this year. And Horizon Zero Dawn, Nioh. Great first-party games just dropping steadily for the system, man. I mean, they're on a roll right now.
When was Uncharted released?
Uncharted 16? Was released 16.
Oh, okay. That was probably my favorite game this generation besides Breath of the Wild. Breath of the Wild is, to me, the game to beat in this generation, period. I think that's the best game that we have. Sony, like you said, the company that has it all. I mean, what can they do any wrong right now? Can they ever do wrong?
Well, they can by copying the Switch.
Yeah, that would be detrimental, I think, to them. I think that'd be detrimental, and I think that'd be a loss of money. But because they're not going to beat Nintendo in the handheld market, they can't do it. Right. You know, you proved it. It's not.
What are you looking for out of Sony for this E3? What would get you hyped on them?
To be honest, the things that I want from Sony online are already rumored, and that's rumored to not be happening. They say if you want Final Fantasy VII, the remake, which is my second most anticipated game for the PlayStation, they say it's going to be 2 or 3 more years.
Same with Kingdom Hearts.
Exactly. Those are my 2 most anticipated games. You know, you have the God of War coming out, and you have, what's the other bit of it? The Last of Us, that's right. So The Last of Us going to be revealed?
The Last of Us has already been revealed.
Has it?
Yeah, just a little short trailer.
That's right. I did see that.
You probably seen it. It just showed Ellie playing the guitar. That's right. It wasn't nothing telling or showing or special. It just showed her a little bit more grown.
So that's what Naughty Dog has been up to then since they're being steady right now.
They are.
Man, because they have the other release coming up.
They're one of the best studios. I mean, I put them up there. I wouldn't say on the level as Rockstar, but they're close. They're close as far as how strong the IP is and how much work they put into it. Naughty Dog's probably number 2.
What was Rockstar's last release?
Grand Theft Auto 5.
Yeah, that's a lot to live up to.
And now they're doing Red Dead Redemption 2, and it's probably gonna blow everything out of the water.
Grand Theft Auto, man, the scope of that game and the amount of detail and money it's like $220 million put into that game, man. It's such a ridiculous amount of money to be put into a game.
And they put so much time and testing and patience, and they're not scared to push against that. They're not scared to develop a game for 5 years. They're just not. They're not scared. They will not release something with crappy quality. They won't do it. They've said it multiple times.
Well, man,
and I love that from them.
They're staying true to their word. They're definitely staying true to their word. I would just like to see more steady releases from steady releases from PlayStation. But other than that, man, like you said, if you're a PlayStation gamer, you're in very good hands right now.
You are in a very good place right now. I'm looking forward to The Last of Us 2, seeing hopefully some gameplay from the E3, or at least another trailer. I'm looking forward to God of War. They should definitely have a bigger gameplay reveal this year, because they released that short one last time where it showed his son and all that, which I don't like. Yeah. But besides that, I want to see more Kratos doing his thing. I want to see where they're going with it. Is this a full reboot? What happened? I'm looking forward to Spider-Man Homecoming.
Yes.
But the thing about Spider-Man Homecoming,
it's called Homecoming? I thought it was called something. I thought it was the name of the movie. That's the name of the movie. The Spider-Man game is called something else. I don't even think
Spider-Man, they know what I'm talking about. Yeah. Spider-Man, the upcoming Spider-Man game. The only thing I worry about, it's got to be on the level of the Arkham games or beyond it. If it's anything under that, I won't be interested.
Who's doing that?
I don't know.
I think it's Activision.
I don't know. It's the same guys who've done the last couple Spider-Man games.
Oh, that's out the window. That's out the window.
But when you look at the trailer for this, it looks on a whole nother level than anything they've done.
That's not gameplay though.
It's not. You're right. So you're absolutely right. And we've seen that happen. The Last Guardian, a very recent example. Very recent example. Horrible. I mean, that game is horrible.
I mean, it's got decent reviews, but I've played it, and
it's like No Man's Sky. That had these trailers, and it's just turned out to be absolute trash.
Yeah, I don't understand that. I don't understand that type of game. But that could be me not looking into the artsy side of the gaming industry. I might just be too traditional. But man, I just wanted to go back to God of War for a second. I have to say, man, that third person view, it really turns me off. you know, the being behind Kratos,
Right.
you know, like in that area, you know, I don't like that.
The camera is a little different.
Yeah,
than what it has been.
and making him a Viking now. I mean, that's cool, but
I like the Viking one though. That's the only thing. See, my own thing though is if you're rebooting the whole franchise, move on from Kratos. You gotta take that risk. If you're rebooting the franchise and making everything else, I haven't seen the chains wrapped around his arms yet.
No, the Athena's blades aren't there.
That is Kratos.
Yeah,
to me, the ash burn on his skin. That is Kratos. He's still got the red tattoo, I believe.
Yeah, I think so.
I can't remember right now off the top of my head, but he's got the red on his red paint.
Yeah,
or the red tattoo.
He just looks like
he don't look pale.
He looks like 10 years older, maybe.
Yeah, he looks aged. He looks
10, 20. Yeah.
No Blades of Athena. I mean, that to me, just reboot the franchise with somebody else. You can do it.
They should have. They definitely. Kratos wasn't needed for this. It just disappointed me. It's just disappointing the type of gameplay that they're using because I mean that old school type gameplay with the new system. Imagine what they could have done just adding on to that.
Oh, yeah,
man, it would have been ridiculous,
it's
man.
Great because God of War, man, when God of War 3 came out, that was wow.
It was ridiculous.
A big battle with
Hercules and
Poseidon.
Oh
man,
but you know what? We've only seen just a little bit of it, so maybe they'll come out, surprise me, and it'll be something amazing.
They might have something, maybe flashbacks, something that happened. From a hardware perspective, we all know that Microsoft has a Scorpio coming out. We just talked about that. We're looking forward to it, see what they do. Sony's going to respond in one way or another. Whether it be some kind of announcement for new hardware, we're going to see price drop on the current brand of PS4. I would like to see another iteration of it with the 4K Blu-ray support on the disc. I just think that's crazy for them to release a Pro without it being able to play 4K movies in a disc format. Not big for a lot of people. That's big for me. I like to own my stuff physically, not digitally.
Yeah, me too.
I like that collection.
Me too.
I like having it physically. If I get locked out of my account, I gotta sit on the phone for 3 hours and maybe get back in or not. Who knows?
So you think they're gonna add another iteration of the PlayStation 4?
I don't even know if you would call it iteration. It's just adding some more support to it. You know what I mean? To the Pro. So like
a peripheral.
Okay, yeah. So now we got the Pro with now 4K disc support. You know, something like that. Or
that's up their alley.
They're also talking about the. I can't even say it without laughing. The Switch copy.
Oh god.
Yeah, hopefully that's not a thing.
Oh god.
But knowing them, it might be.
Man, what's a generation without a PlayStation Nintendo copy?
Yeah.
You know, what's a fanboy war without you know a Nintendo copy?
Yeah, exactly.
You know? You gotta have one, especially when Nintendo's successful. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have one.
Yeah.
You know.
We got a lot to look forward to from Sony, and they're sitting on top of the market right now. So it's like their arms are wide open with things they can do. Kingdom Hearts 3 being, you know, far away. Final Fantasy 7 is far away, but those are not exclusives anyways. They're coming to Xbox. So even if it is, I think Final Fantasy 7 is a timed exclusive. So if I'm an Xbox fan and don't own a PlayStation, I'm not buying a PlayStation for that because I'm gonna wait 3 months.
I thought one of those weren't official though.
Nah, they're both.
They're both official?
Yeah, they're both. Yeah.
Can't remember which one.
You think about how much money they would lose if they made that.
Yeah.
You know, exclusive from a Square perspective, especially.
You know what, man? I hate to say this, man, and I don't want to sound dirty when I say this, but I have to say that, and I'm not trying to ride Sony, you know, coattails or stay on top of them, but I have to say, man, Square, they're the whores of the gaming industry, I must say, man, because they started off with Nintendo, and then when Nintendo and them, they got, you know, their relationship with Sour, they went to PlayStation, and then they rolled them. They said we're gonna destroy Nintendo together. And then, you know, they go back to Nintendo for a little bit to release a few games. And then, you know, and when PlayStation needs a little bit of money, you know, Square will help out. And vice versa.
All of a sudden we have Final Fantasy 7.
Exactly, you know, and then when Microsoft said they're going to release a new console, they say all they see is new hardware and a new platform. You know, they're supposed to be like almost like a second party to PlayStation, but man, they just jump around so much. You know,
for me, I give that kudos to Microsoft for getting their hands in that franchise.
Definitely,
Final Fantasy, for them to have, you know, Final Fantasy 15, for them to have Kingdom Hearts. You know, kudos to them for grabbing those franchises from being exclusive.
Yeah, I agree. I think I definitely pass on the back for Microsoft to grab that for their fans because their fans deserve it for sticking with them through, you know, this hard beginning of this generation. You know, I definitely agree. Microsoft fans do deserve that, but it's just the illustrious career, the illustrious past you have with the PlayStation brand. You know, you jump around on them a little bit.
You know what else is funny?
Great stellar games.
Is you know, Microsoft has State of Decay 2 coming out soon. They're gonna be talking about it at this E3.
Yeah.
Sony has their own zombie game.
Oh gosh.
called Days Gone, and it's got the Norman Reedus from The Walking Dead.
Yeah.
He's the main character, I believe. That's why I don't like Norman Reedus.
Yeah.
I hate that character too. I think he needs to die in the show. Way overplayed.
Yeah.
I don't think I like that game because of that. If I'm playing a video game, I want to be a video game character. I don't want to be a real life guy.
Yeah, I agree with that. I agree. Well, that's what we want from the Sony PlayStation E3 show. If you guys have any arguments, anything that you want, let us know,
comments.
Man.
You know what we didn't even mention?
What's that?
Crash Bandicoot.
Oh yeah, they're coming out with
they got those
Insane
remastered
trilogy.
things. Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah, I'm excited for that too.
I'm kind of excited for that.
Replay the old classics, man. You know, it's nothing groundbreaking, but to replay those old games, you know, it's like, wow. I didn't even think about replaying it until they said the trilogy. I'm like, oh yeah, dude, yeah, that's worth the $40 to flop out. You know?
At first, I was excited about it, but then it just kind of went into obscurity for me. I didn't see anything about it.
I hear you.
Hopefully, but I think it's gonna be great. I do think it's gonna be great. So
It'll be fun.
Yeah,
it'll be a little mindless fun, something that the kids can play, the wives can play, stuff like that. Everybody can dig in.
Yeah, I'm gonna look into it again. I think that matter of fact, no, that's gotta be a must own for any PlayStation game.
It is a must own. That's one of them.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, guys, that is the end of our E3 Sony predictions, or what we want, where we want to see them go, or what we're looking forward to, anyways. Because, like I said, they're on top of the market. I'm sure they have an IP hidden away that they're going to announce that nobody knows about, because they're good at that. Yeah, really good at that. Matter of fact, probably the best.
Probably. We got Nintendo gaming, but they're not going to catch up, I don't think. But in market share, they're not going to catch up. But I think they're going to create their own lane with the Switch. But yeah, but definitely Sony is in the lead.
I don't think the Switch is stealing anything from Microsoft or Sony.
No, it's just going to create its own lane. I think the Switch may come out with maybe 40 million units sold, 50, because it's outpacing. But Sony is definitely the clear leader. That they're releasing all the numbers. They have no shame,
Yeah, they don't at all.
So
yeah, leave those likes.
Click the subscribe button and the bell. You click the bell, you get our videos on time, and we get more views, and we'll be more inclined to releasing quicker. We like doing this for you guys, so please click the subscribe button.
Leave those comments for us. Even if you're a fanboy, you want to start those fanboy arguments. We'll argue with you all day.
I sure will.
Take it easy, guys.
All right.